Hi everybody and welcome to the Truck King YouTube channel. Now beside me is the Jeep Gladiator, and this is no longer the new kid on the block when it comes to mid-size pickup trucks, but there is a new option this year, the EcoDiesel engine, and that's what we have here today. So in this video, you know we're going to do a full range of tests to see if it's really worth it to spring for this diesel. Let's start with the walk around, and first we got to look at the engine. So that is the 3-liter turbo diesel that makes 260 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque, sent through an 8-speed automatic. Now interestingly, this is only the second engine option to come into the Gladiator. The other one is the naturally aspirated V6, and unlike the Wrangler, these are the only two engines you can get with the pickup truck. This truck didn't get the V8, which is a bummer. It didn't get the plug-in hybrid setup yet, although maybe it will, who knows? So for now, you're stuck between diesel or gas. That's all you can choose. So this Gladiator you're looking at here today is the Overland model, which is basically the one you buy if you're driving on-road all the time. So what do you get when you go overland? Well, you get a standard hard top. On all the lower trims, this thing comes standard with a soft top. You also get this set of 18-inch wheels, of course, making it look a little bit nicer. Like I said, Overland is all about the styling. And then the other things you get with this package are on the inside, bumping up the interior style a little bit. The Overland also comes with a set of steps, which makes it easier to get into this truck. Now, another thing you should know about the Gladiator is this is the only way you can get it as a crew cab and with a 5-foot bed. There are no other configurations. Now, we look at the back here. You do have a damped tailgate. That's always nice. I love that you get this big recovery hook down here in the bumper. This isn't even the off-road version, but it's a Jeep, so it should be ready to go off-road or at least recover other vehicles off-road. And then something else I have to point out to you guys right now, you might have noticed already, there's no hitch on this truck. It just wasn't ordered with one from the factory, and that rarely happens to us, honestly. But yeah, that just means today we can't show you how this thing tows. So why don't we go for a drive, and I guess we'll talk about how the diesel feels. So this diesel, you know what? This goes without saying. It's got tons of low-end power. That's what diesels are all about. Let me put my foot right into it. Woo! It feels all right, and that was cruising at speed. So power is not an issue whatsoever. And if you're going for the diesel, I would tell you, well, get it because you're towing a big trailer, right? However, that doesn't exactly work out on paper. Here in the Gladiator EcoDiesel, our max tow rating is 6,500 pounds. But if you get the naturally aspirated V6, you can actually get a tow rating of 7,650. So, I don't know, to me that's a little strange, right? Everyone always thinks about diesel as the towing option, and yet on paper, it can't do as much as the gas. Now, I think we all know in the real world that diesel will feel a bit better, but I don't know, I'm a little disappointed by that. Again, you'd think get the diesel and get the biggest tow number.
So let's talk about the fuel economy. Diesel, that's one of the key things that guys who buy diesels want and go for. So the EPA, and these are the EPA numbers, saying that the city is 22 miles per gallon, highway 28 miles per gallon, or 24 combined. Now, if you compare that to the 3.6 liter gas V6, that would be 17 city, 22 highway, 19 combined. So you're looking at a 5 mile per gallon difference.
And that's significant. That's definitely a big deal. That 3.6 gas is a good engine. It makes peak power and high RPM, so you're always digging into that motor. Here in the diesel, yeah, you barely have to touch the gas at all, and that means you're gonna be sipping fuel. That's, like you said, that's one of the reasons you're gonna buy this truck, and we are gonna do a long-range fuel economy test, so why don't we cut to that right now. Hey you, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you go below and hit the subscribe button right now. Plus, if you want to be entered into a contest to win one of these military-style fuel tanks, hit the join button and become a member of the channel today. And here's the real-world fuel economy. We just did 94.5 kilometers and we managed 8.1 liters per 100. Seriously impressive. That is mostly highway driving at about 110 kilometers an hour, with probably 20 kilometers of city mixed in on either end. For my US folks, let me switch over the units and you can see that is 28.7 miles per gallon. So you've seen it, guys. The fuel economy here is impressive. There's no other way to put it. The amount of torque you're getting for the amount of fuel you're using is great. But there is definitely a major problem with the EcoDiesel, and it's the price. Here in Canada, going for this EcoDiesel over the V6 is a $9,000 option. Now, to be fair, $1,800 of that is the automatic transmission, and you're gonna pay for that diesel or gas, but that's besides the point. $9,000. I don't know, Dad, 5 miles per gallon is impressive, but I don't think you're gonna make back that money. And I should also say in the US, it's a $6,000 option. So it doesn't matter where you are, this is an expensive diesel. You're not getting the best tow number out of it. I'm not feeling great about it. I don't totally understand it. FCA did not position it, in my opinion, in a place that makes it really desirable.
Well, and you know what? As compared to complaining about it, I'm going to say the following. The market will decide. Okay? If it's overpriced, people will not order it. And they will have to change accordingly. Because in any market, and I've heard this over and over from manufacturers in the last 25 years that I've been doing this, they peg vehicles, add-ons, engines at pretty much whatever the competition is doing. So, and if they can make money at it that way, they're not going to say to you, well, you know, we're gouging you too much. No, they're gouging you just enough. So, if at this point we say to you, we think that that price is too high, well, we're going to see what customers do when they go into the dealer, whether they tick that box or not. Yeah. And that's how the market works.
Dad mentioned competition. Now, there's only one clear competitor for this truck, and that is the Chevy Colorado and GMC Canyon with the Duramax diesel. There's one big difference. This is a V6, and those are just 4-cylinder diesels. Now, the GM, in my opinion, makes sense because if you get the diesel, you can tow the most. That just pans out the way it should. Of course, that's not the case here in the Jeep. So, let me get to why should you buy a Jeep Gladiator? And the answer has everything to do with the badge on the nose, Jeep off-roading. Even though this is the overland model, this is not the hardcore off-road model by any stretch, we still have a 40-degree approach angle. We still have 10 inches of ground clearance. I love that about Jeep models. If you get a Jeep, it's pretty safe to say it's gonna be more off-road capable than the regular competitors out there. So yes, if you really are going into some rough terrain, the Gladiator's the one to get.
And just to add to what Steven said, because he missed it, this is the only convertible pickup truck on the market.
True.
Period. This entire roof comes off. We're not taking it off today. However, in warmer weather, I think it'd be fun.
Well, folks, we are coming to the end of this video. Now, let me tell you, we like the Jeep Gladiator. There's a lot of things here that are unique in the marketplace, which make this a good little truck. But this video was all about the diesel engine and whether or not it is worth it. Now, you've heard my thoughts. I don't think I would be buying the diesel, but now I want to hear your thoughts. So please go below into the comments and let me know, if you were getting a Gladiator, would you take this EcoDiesel? So like I said, that's it for this one. While you're down there leaving us that comment, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that join button to become a member of the channel, and then come right back here to Truck King to see what we are testing next. And if you'll excuse me, it's a beautiful day out here, so I'm gonna keep on driving. See ya.